Yeah, man, we back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. We got Brim D in here today, Alabama. Y'all know how we rock it, man. Brim D, introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you is, where you from, and everything like that, man.
Man, it's Brim D. You know what I'm saying? From that Eastern show. So down here by Mobile, at the bottom of it, you know what I'm saying, by Florida and Mississippi. So we down here on the coast where everything at.
Okay. So you say exactly what it's called? Eastern what?
The Eastern Shore. You know what I'm
Eastern
saying?
Shore. Okay.
It's called Daphne. That's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The name of the city.
Okay, Daphne, Alabama, for
Yeah.
sure, man. So a lot of people ain't too familiar with Daphne, so you're gonna have to fill us in with what go on out there, the program, the day-to-day situation and all that. I actually been through that before, did some work out there and everything of that nature on the camera side of it, been to Mobile, seen the lifestyle out there. So you coming up in Daphne, man. We don't hear a lot of
Mm-hmm.
artists coming out of Daphne.
Most definitely. Yeah, you
Eastern
don't, you
Shore,
know.
we don't hear a lot of artists. So on the landscape of things, how far is that from Florida?
Shit, I mean, give you a whole big view of it, it's like 45 minutes either way. You'll be in Florida, or 45 minutes the other way, you'll be in Mississippi. So we
Okay.
right there by both of them. And I'm like, and we like 7, 8 minutes from Mobile. So you know what I'm saying? We right across the bridge. As soon as you get off the bridge, you in there.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I drove out there one time and got down with the get down and everything of that nature, man. So
Yeah.
Daphne, if you come through Daphne, tell us what we gonna see, man. Tell us what the lifestyle like in Daphne on the day to day.
I mean, it's one of the fastest growing like smaller towns in the state or whatever, right by Mobile. But what ended up happening is, you know what I'm saying, Mobile ended up being the metro area. So you had a lot of the people with money, or you had a lot of people that want to get away from their city life, come across the bridge and settle over here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's kind of like just a higher scale of living far as compared to Mobile, you know what I'm saying? But you still got your what I say your other ethnic areas where it's like it's real color defined. You know what I'm saying? You got your black areas where and you got your white areas. It's just the white areas is real. You know what I'm saying? Upstanding, I guess.
Okay. So y'all got like the divide, like most cities do. You got the hood
Yeah.
area, you got the fucked up area where all the bullshit going on there, the trap and the street shit. Then you got
Yep.
the middle class area. Then y'all got a little country part too, huh?
Oh hell yeah. That's all through there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
yeah, we got plenty of the little country parts, you know what I'm saying? And what really on the street tip, if you talk to somebody from Mobile right across the bridge, niggas really known for going to jail over here when you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get time over this bitch because the
Okay.
police just like that.
Okay. So what's the difference between Daphne police and Mobile police?
Oh man. Man, it seemed like they goddamn go through two different training processes and everything. Like I give you a prime example. You know what I'm saying? The most fucked up shit ever happened over here, just far as petty. Nigga went to jail way back in the day. I was a young nigga, but I still ended up going to jail for a weed seed. You know what I'm saying? A seed, not no weed, not no. That type of shit happened over here. Now, same shit. Keep in mind, like 2 weeks ago, nigga was in a whole high speed chase over there in Mobile through Pritchard down there on Main Street. Nigga, I was in the car with a nigga who took off on him, wrecked the car, hit the pole. You know what I'm saying? Then we had like 15 cars behind us. You know what I'm saying? And they let a nigga go because I wasn't driving. Over here, that shit unheard of. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
okay,
everybody go
okay.
to
So
jail
so let me get
regardless.
this straight. You was actually in a high speed chase with a nigga. You was in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I was in the back seat. Yeah,
He was in the back seat. He decides not to pull over.
yeah,
Y'all wrecked the car. Well, he wrecks the car,
yeah.
and they actually let you go. Is this because he decided to say it wasn't their fault, or they just said, okay, you wasn't driving?
You wasn't driving. We ain't even had no talk about what was going on. You know how a nigga gonna play it. I'm gonna keep it street. I don't even know him. I just caught a ride. I don't know what's going on. That's how I run it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they book him. They put all us in handcuffs, take us out the car and shit. It's a big crowd of motherfuckers on the side of the project watching and shit. And they take us to the car, sit me in the back of that bitch, sit the other nigga in the back of that bitch. About 10 minutes later, like shit, find y'all a ride. You know what I'm saying? They just popped us loose and said, go on, but do what you can.
Okay. So they just got behind y'all. Okay, I see what you're saying on that situation. Damn, that's crazy. Which it should kind of be like that too, though. If you ask me, like
Yeah,
it's
that's
only
that's
one
how it
person that
should
could
go.
drive unless y'all was all committing a crime. I mean, but I know how police,
Exactly.
different places, they play by different rules. They act a fool at times and everything in that nature, man. So
Yeah. Real talk.
coming up out there for you and Daphne, you know what I'm saying, in your area, dog, what was it like? You know what I'm saying? You came up in a household that was like strict understanding, or you just had to figure this shit out on your own growing up, or what?
I mean, to be real, like I came up, you know what I'm saying, like lower middle class type shit, you know what I'm saying? Daddy worked, mama and shit worked or whatever. So I was fortunate enough to have my pops in the crib with me, you feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
goddamn, a lot of niggas try to like, play it like far as that discredit far as a nigga resume or like nigga, you grew up with both of your parents and it's like, you know, so I had a different experience, but you get judged out here by what you do, not what you come out of, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
nigga, everything I got, I earned it.
Got you. Now I think that's a big misconception in the household and for black people in general, dog, that you know having both parents in the household, because we see so many niggas in our culture, in our lifestyle, and our peers who don't know their father, or one of them are missing, because it's a lot of cases where the mother is missing,
Fact.
and there's a lot of cases where the father is missing, or both. A lot of niggas get raised by their grandparents,
Grandparent, yep.
but it's still a part of the environment and just the decisions that a nigga make growing up, that
Exactly.
the lifestyle that niggas choose at times. You know what I'm saying? And you growing up, this shit got to be outside your doorstep to get involved with it in some form or fashion.
Most
So me,
definitely.
I understand that though, but I get what you're saying. Now I really don't only look at the niggas who, in some cases, it's niggas from the suburbs who have everything they need, everything they ever wanted, who real top notch, solid, stiff ass niggas, and find a way to get in the streets. Then you got those ones who do try to like, hey, bro, let me jump out here and try to make a name for myself because I want to fit in, as
Most
opposed to
definitely.
I'm just because some niggas just come out the womb bad than the motherfucker. Like
Most definitely.
that's just
Most
what it
definitely.
is. So
You said some
with
real
you,
shit though.
huh?
I said you said some real shit though, because you
Yeah,
get to see a lot of both. Well, not really a lot of the former, but more of the latter. Niggas
yeah.
trying to fit in, niggas trying to, you know what I'm saying, do what they feel like accepted. And a lot of times you get niggas put in fucked up spots. You know what I'm saying? Shit happened to them.
Facts. So you coming up, man. I see you got the red rag on. We know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that situation out there, what made you kind of get down with that?
I mean, really, it's one of them things to where, like, man, 7 years old, you look at the generation that was in the streets before you was available to the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? At 7, 8 years old, I'm looking at my relatives. My mama had 12 brothers and sisters, and they all had 4, 5 children apiece. You know what I'm saying? So, and we was all like pretty much in the same spot. We wasn't, but our family was. We moved around in the beginning
Yeah,
or whatever. But so as a nigga come back and you know what I'm saying, with my relatives or whatever, that's just what it was. It was understood. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't no structure, organized shit to where, they was teaching a nigga or nothing like that. It was just them niggas is on that blood type of time. And when I got old enough to really learn what was going on, I jumped head first and went farther than all my family members ever even thought.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. And you jumping head first into that shit, man. Like, what would you say? I mean, you say like the outside environment, the family, but what made you just say, you know what? I'm all in with this shit at this point in time, because you have a decision to make. Well, I don't know if like you were all the way aware when you decided to become, a member of a blood situation, and say, you know what, I'm gonna take this all the way to the core. What do you think
Mhm.
was the decision that made you do that?
I really think it was just a mix of a few things, kind of like the mindset our family had anyway. It was kind of like, that last name rung bells, and no matter who child you was, they already knew who you was before you knew them. And it was like, so nigga kind of, I guess coming up as a young nigga, you felt like it was a standard to uphold. Like, we like that anyway. And then with the gang situation, it just kind of turned from some normal, that's what my family is. We doing this in the function, we woo 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 all
Yeah.
that. But once the nigga started smelling himself, hit puberty, 12 years old, you know what I'm saying? It was like I seen other niggas doing that, but I felt separated from like, no, y'all bullshit. Like, no, my people, we on that for real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really fighting and shooting behind this shit down here, and y'all niggas perpetrating. So it was like, I gotta find a way to separate myself. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So a nigga went down that path like, nah, we gonna do it for real. You know what I'm
12
saying?
years old is when you would say you really just stomped down with this shit.
Got, yeah, when the nigga
Okay.
got put on.
Okay. 12 years old, man. So I'm looking at the scale of a kid and thinking back when I was 12 and I seen niggas on they street shit at 12 years old too. Not me, but just other niggas from my neighborhood, other niggas from my section and in my city who already jumped out there like that. And I seen the turmoil and the shit that niggas was going through, and I was like, I'm cool on that as a lifestyle. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
righteous.
everyday lifestyle. You know, you gonna get into some shit outside. You might get in a fight around the neighborhood. You got niggas trying shit. You might go over here to the skating ring. The wrong
Yeah,
clicker gang up there, they finna try to kick you.
yeah.
They picking out which niggas they want to click up on, shit like that.
You
Fortunate,
calling it.
yeah, that's how the shit goes. Skating ring, movie theater, mall, whatever. That's how I go in most cities in the hood area and everything like that. So with you, you jumped out there. When would you say, okay, bro, I'm really starting to get into some shit that could have been avoided, or like, man, I got into some real fucked up shit right now because of this shit.
Right in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
12, 13, that middle school time, I
Yeah.
think that's when a nigga first kind of got, I guess, in a small scale, got recognized on the shit, you know what I'm saying? So now, soon as a nigga get on, like a nigga full of enthusiasm about the shit, nigga, you will never catch a nigga without no rag at school, you know what I'm saying? At the games after school, we go to a track meet at middle school, and I'm a full-fledged athlete at the time too, so it ain't like nigga just on the street shit. Like, nigga, I'm playing sports, you know what I'm saying? I'm active in the class, so you know what I'm saying? Niggas know a nigga already. So
Okay.
once the gang shit got put on it, it just mixed with the school rivalry, the crosstown rivalry, and that shit just amplified it. You know what I'm saying? So now
Okay.
a nigga got a cause to ride for, because we already on bullshit anyway. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Dang. Okay. So at that time, was any of this music inspired, or was you like getting into music, or?
I mean, as when I was young, before a nigga even got all the way just ganged out,
Yeah.
nigga was introduced musically to the old 1991. My brother had the tape, the Bloods and Crips banging on wax, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
with me already had being biased towards the blood side anyway, just as a young nigga, because my family bloods, you know what I'm saying? Nigga listen to that shit and listen to that shit and listen to that shit. Nigga play goddamn G's and Lokes and run you every word right now. You know what I'm saying? Just from when I was young. So that shit, I think it really kind of got embedded in the nigga through that music. But outside of that, this was before Lil Wayne came along and Game, and it wasn't really just boo musically to be a blood when I first got introduced to it.
Okay. Because I didn't know if you was actually laying down tracks at that time, or was it like, okay, let me go ahead and try to do some music with this shit, or I got music going? Because I know like some niggas they kind of be, you know, not saying they gon' rap because of being a blood, but I know that sometimes they can influence niggas.
But
Like,
see,
you know
back
what, I
then,
want,
back then it ain't helped. Being a blood, wouldn't have helped you musically back then, because
yeah,
this was before Wayne came with the blood shit. So niggas was still Snoop Dogg crippin'. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Marvin Daz and Corrupt. That was on the gang tip. That what was popular back then. You feel what I'm saying? But in my
gotcha.
area, it was a big GD presence. It really wasn't so much crippin'. Niggas was on that GD shit down here.
Okay, for sure. Now I've been to Mobile and all that thing right there. And I didn't know that y'all was damn near like until I tapped in with the homie out there that ride through y'all shit out there. Y'all on some same type of shit like Kelly.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and it get like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in Mobile, niggas really busted up, like, you know what I'm saying, more the neighborhood type of deal, to where
Yeah.
the gang shit, it'll get so clouded, kind of like put you in the mind of that Chicago shit, to where you will have two blood niggas at each other's neck because they from different cliques, different neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So it get to where like the politics be fucked up. It's more about who you rocking with than far as a real structured game. You know what I mean? That's the type of time. Like really more on this end, really nigga pushing more of that organized shit. You know what I mean?
For shit show.